years, hiding behind project names that eventually felt like mosques I had grown. When I looked for something that would represent me for life, I realized I didn't need to invent something new. I needed to reclaim what was already there, but through a different lens. Etienne exists as a trinity in my life. First is it is an alteration of my own name, Stefano, the name I was born with and the one I'll carry to the grave. But Stefano feels too tied to the mundane. Etienne is a version of myself that belongs to art, to literature, and to the French aesthetic that shaped my writing. Second, it's a name of brotherhood and shared shadows. Etienne is also the person I shared the darkest chapter of my life with, the person I started my drag addiction with. He's in a rehab center now, and using this name is a way of remembering. It's a ghost I carry with me, a reminder of where I've been and what we endure together.
I met your body when we had sex. I was thinking about you, you were everything I had. My car was a rust and a brand new bike. I spilled in your mind like a honey in light. Feeling nicotine dreams, there's no meaning left in. And I will say to myself, I can't be so I can't creep beneath my feet. And my head I can feel.
Finally, there is the weight of history. Saint Stephen was the first martyr. In art and in life, there is always a sense of martyrdom, the act of sacrificing your privacy, your pain, and your past to create something that lasts. We forced a plural, Les Etiennes. It's grammatically incorrect, but artistically perfect. It represents the many version of me, the ghost of the past, and the musicians who now have me bring my poems to life. Under this name, we are the conductors of our heart. Lyrics for me are often a confession of a murder that doesn't feel right. In Nicotine Dreams, I wanted to capture the visual overlap between lust and self-destruction. It's about that specific state of suspended reality, feeling the hot concrete beneath your feet while realizing there is no meaning left in you. You're just pacing, chasing a distorted signal that eventually becomes a portrait of a face, as the sound of sinking into yourself, finding beauty in the wreckage of a broken machine, and accepting that you are the piece on the pavement, but also the golden sheen.
I can't forget it, I'm on my own.
Writing Sleep Inertia was an act of excavation. I have recorded some guitar and voice melodies month earlier as a draft, but I've thrown them away. One day, my besties wanted to work on the idea again. I kept the main riff, but I rewrote every single lyric and recorded the whole thing in one night, finishing at 4 a.m. It's an alternative rock piece with a psychedelic soul. It captures the rhythm feeling of being conscious but paralyzed. Every breath, a heavy plea. If you listen closely, the rain you hear in the track isn't a sample. It's the actual ambience from the open window in the room while we were recording. As the sound of a theater dome I was playing in, heading straight to hell while trapped in someone else's bed. The cover art for this demo represents the sacredness of myth colliding with modern nihilism. It's a forbidden relic rather than a consumer product. I wanted it to mirror the 19th century clandestine prints, the kinds created to escape moral censorship. At the center, there is the whore of Babylon, riding the multi-headed beast. She is the fascination of evil, a spiritual guide through the decadence of the flesh. But then there are the flies, the lord of the flies. They are the rapture, the organic decay, reminding us that every ambition eventually gets dirty. It's a celebration of ruin lived with elegance. And finally, the track list. Nicotine Dreams, Fortune in a Battle, Sleep Inertia, and Winning is a roadmap through this mud. Nicotine Dreams is the first song because it really represents the aesthetic and the sound that we want to express. And second, Fortune in a Bottle, maybe it's the more catchy and pop song of the demo, but it also tells a really deep story, and it's beautiful to listen to it while driving on a empty road. Sleep Inertia is really this song wants to dig very deep inside you, inside your soul, and to listen to all the things that our mind tries to tell us while we are awake late at night. And then Winning is a song originally played by The Sound, dark wave post-punk 80s band. And this is one of the first songs we used to play as a band before the songwriting. So this is really important, and it's really fun to play that song on stage.